It wouldn't be wrong to say that humanity has lost touch with nature. But it makes sense, doesn't it? Most of us live in bustling towns or cities, where the most common wildlife you'll see is a pigeon. And we like to think that if we were placed in a survival setting, far from any resemblance of human civilization, we would fare quite well. But the truth is that only a select few of you would even survive the first week. Yet, it is still a satisfaction and thrill that many of us yearn for. In Project Zomboid, you're trying to survive against the undead, while at the same time caring for your basic needs. The whole process is tough, and at some point you will perish. Even the game tells you this, which is probably a huge factor contributing to the game's success. It makes the apocalyptic zombie survival genre feel fresh and interesting. But you see, I'm not a dumb, nerdy, sweaty, fat, geek game reviewer, so I'll leave it there. In any case, how does this fit in with today's video? Well, I thought, what if I played Project Zomboid and I survived in the woods? Like all good stories, it starts with a low resolution map, and on that map, a state, and in that state, a county, and in that county, a town. A town called Riverside. That's where our story begins. With friendly neighbors and a low crime rate, this was the ideal town, until the dead started walking. The time had arrived. Slashnuts had always wanted an excuse to live in the woods, become self-sufficient, rather than staying in the city, I suppose. But first, he had to survive leaving town. Is there anyone out there? Oh, what the heck? Man, I need to get out of here. Man, last week I crashed my car, and now this? Come on, start! Frick. Looks like I'm gonna have to walk the whole way. And I did walk all the way, but it was all the way to the edge of the map. And I didn't even realize it. You know what, I'm gonna save you and I both some time, and I'm gonna try this again tomorrow. And I proceeded to make the same mistake. Is this seriously the edge of the town? In the edge of the map? Oh well, I think it is. Okay, well. Yeah, I spawned in the wrong place. So it turns out I was spawning in Riverside the whole time, and the place I wanted to get to was in West Point. Let's see if this goes better. I chose the burglar trait, which allows you to hotwire cars, and can you guess what I did? I was very lucky because on my second attempt, I hotwired a car with gas. I should be a mechanic.
Greasy cops.
Yes! But not a lot. Freaking engine roars to life, and as you can expect, it didn't get me very far. Frick. It wasn't a far walk, and I'd arrived. And what did I do? You know, vill säga ett hört ord om Taiwansenko. I couldn't completely rely on berries and other forageable items, so I began fishing. I'm trying to catch some fish here, man. There we go, I caught a pike. And then I needed a knife to fillet the fish. And of course, this meant I had to go foraging again. Here we go, got some tree branches. Now it's time to head back to base. Not the end of the day. I can enjoy a nice sunset. I caught this meal. I fill my belly tonight. No one else. No one else. No one. Just me. Yep. All alone. So alone. I removed my clothes, made my own. I was completely free from societal constraints, yet every day was still the same. Forage, fish, sleep. Forage, fish, sleep. Forage, fish, sleep. I thought I would have escaped such monotony, but it seems not. I decided to take on the challenge of building a house. I thought it would create a break from the repetition, but I still had to tend to my bodily needs. Okay, time to go to sleep. Sleep on the ground, yep. Oh, come on, why do I have to wake up so early, bro? This basically ensured that little to no progress would be made. And in the little time I had, where I wasn't trying to get food, I had to forage to create the required tools to build the house. Yeah, I need to go out and get 2 stone axes. 2 tree branches, now I just need 2 chipped stones. Yes! 1 chipped stone is secured. Brick. Freak, bro! I literally can't find this stuff. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Make 2 stone axes. Now I'll make a saw. I need 1 twine. How many is it? Was just 1 twine, I'm pretty sure. Saw. With the saw, I can now make planks, with which to build my house with. Ooh, how many planks? How many planks? How many planks? 18. Next on the agenda were nails. Well, let me just get a log quickly. What? To level up my carpentry, I would build some log walls. This could be done within a day, right? No. Why? It was little problems like this, which added up over time. Not to mention, I was constantly tired and exhausted, so everything was made 10 times slower. I had no fire, ate some bugs, and I need food. My bugs then got depressed. Okay, and apparently that made me severely depressed. Guess it's time for me to sleep again, because, you know, some things. And literally, as soon as I woke up, I was exhausted again. And then I started getting paranoid about what is hiding in the dark. You know, when I look into the darkness, I'm like, frick, Siren Head might be here. 40 feet tall, but he's still stay out of sight. Siren Head lurking while he wanted to take my life. And only later did I start making progress on the log walls. Guess what? Back to freaking cutting trees. Something different at least. After cutting 2 trees, the equivalent of 1.5 log walls, I was exhausted. Exhausted comparing. It was 12 PM. I was already hungry, thirsty, tired, and exhausted. Look up, man. I'm sure you get it by now. And eventually, yes, I did start making progress. 1 wall. Oh freak, it's the helicopter! Since there was a chance it would attract zombies, I spent the whole day keeping a lookout. Since I ate nothing the previous day, the hunger situation became very bad. So bad that 2 big pieces of fish fillet and a little bait fish weren't enough to even satiate my hunger by the slightest bit, and neither did another few pieces. And that barely did anything to my hunger. Okay, let me go to sleep then. Even after 4 entire fish fillets, it wasn't enough. I was still making progress, however. I couldn't even cook the fish I caught anymore. Wanna know why? Because I couldn't light the fire. Why? I don't know. Huh? What do you mean? Why the freak can't I start the fire? I have notched wooden plank, sturdy stick. Explain to me why I can't light a fire. I couldn't light a fire because I was completely exhausted. But that is not a good excuse. Wanna know why? Because I was spear fishing. Sure, starting a fire with 2 sticks is hard. I've tried. But spear fishing. With no means to cook my food with, I decided, why don't I just eat it raw? Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, frick. No. Okay. Well. So, what I hope you've learned from this video is that be grateful that you live in an industrial society. Sure, it has downsides, but freak, bro. This sucks.
But now you worry about it right now.